Hi, this is Digital Fam and welcome to my channel. So in this video, I want to do a recap on the first podcast production day that our marketing team had embarked on. And in addition to talking about what the heck is going on with social media and monetization. And if you want to hear about that, then continue watching. Hi, so I'm glad you stayed. So first of all, I am a digital strategist / I guess you would call it podcast producer hat now. And I work for a marketing agency in Toronto and I work remotely. And today was our first podcast production day. And what is that? Well, we pre-record our podcast. Yes, we do, because our two co-founders and co-hosts are extremely busy running all the different businesses under the BG Wealth group of family companies. Oh, it's so late. As you can see, it's almost 1 a.m. Now, I actually had a little bit of anxiety in terms of how this day was going to go. This was the first time that our co-hosts would be recording back to back with a little bit of break in between, but nonetheless, when you co-host a podcast, regardless, there is a level of energy you need to maintain and, hone in to be there for the guest and the audience. And I was I wasn't worried. I knew that they could pull it off. However, I also knew that they're very busy people. But all in all, everything turned out like perfect. All the guests came on exactly on time. Everything ran on time. As a matter of fact, we were a little ahead of schedule, so that was really good. Now I know for our next production day, which is coming up next week, Wednesday, December 2nd, there's going to be there's 4 guests scheduled now, and I'm wanting to add another 5th one. I mean, I'm not wanting to, we need to add another 5th one. The reason being because we are timing these launches, like product launches and announcements. So it's almost like a PR strategy. So when the guests come on, then when their specific episode airs just in time or enough time to promote whatever it is we need to promote for them. So that's one good thing. And yeah, it's a matter of just getting a hang of the communication, the reaching out to people to invite them to be guests, and then doing all the scheduling of the onboarding, and then inviting them to the podcast and writing each episode content, and just making sure everything just goes on smoothly. Not sure if I really enjoy it. I don't know. That's still what I did say in my last episode, not podcast episode, but a YouTube video, was that I do enjoy one thing I enjoy being a podcast producer is being able to connect with different people and reaching out to people that I feel would be really great guests for the Beyond Growth show. And I like that. I like, getting to know people and interfacing with them and all that stuff. In terms of what needs to happen in order to get them on the show and everything else prior to, and not only that, every episode needs to get uploaded. So we have obviously a production team, and then everybody has their own roles. Then we have Sean, our cinematographer, who also does the role of video editing. So he video edits, then he downloads and gives me an MP3 file and then an MP4. Then I upload it to the respective podcast platforms like Anchor, and it gets distributed to Spotify, Google Podcasts, and all that. And then I take the MP4 file and upload it to YouTube. Then you know how it goes. You write the title, then you write the description, and then you write the tag words, and all of it has to align with the SEO. I'm happy to say that the lowest SEO score I have out of all the current 10 episodes that we currently have on YouTube, the lowest score is 80 and the highest is 100. So that's pretty good. I need to go back to each YouTube video and figure out how I can make each video reach an SEO score of 100. And right now I don't have time for that. Maybe that'll be like a weekend or a Saturday or something. But anyway, There. Okay, done with the podcast production day recap. Now, what was I talking? Oh, yeah. So another thing that I wanted to talk about was, so I am on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and whatever, and I am just noticing so much more sponsored ads on how to monetize also on YouTube, how to monetize on YouTube, on Instagram and Facebook, how to gain more followers, how to, gain more followers on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook, or TikTok and TikTok. It's nuts. And I was thinking, where is this all going? I mean, you have 16, 18, 21-year-olds, really young people with millions of followers or hundreds of thousands of followers, and their accounts are monetized. They are now brand ambassadors, and brands reach out to them, and for whatever, branded posts they share, they get paid whatever they get paid. And I'm thinking, okay, this is really great. Really, really happy for them. But it's almost like everybody wants that. Everybody wants to have like millions or hundreds of thousands of followers on whatever social media platform so that they can get monetized. And I think that's great. But if everybody's doing that, if everybody's being a content creator and getting monetized, are we just all going to be online content creators getting, like, do you know where I'm going with this? Like, of course I know that there are millions and millions and millions and millions of people out there who will never ever want to have a YouTube channel, or are just happy creeping on Instagram, right? And not like they have an Instagram account and they're liking and engaging and maybe shopping online, but they're not all about posting content, which I guess then they're the ones that are helping those people whose accounts are monetized get more monetized for viewership. I don't know. I was just thinking with all these like ads or sponsored ads that I'm seeing for, how to gain more followers, how to this, how to that. It's all great. It's just that there's just so many. And maybe I'm just going to shorten it out and saying, I'm just getting sick and tired of seeing that. Like, it's almost like that's a way to monetize again. That's an additional revenue stream where you create a course or create content to tell people how to do something. And then it makes me think, well, should I be doing that? Like, shouldn't everybody be doing that? And if so, then what can I offer to you guys that's going to give value to you that you're going to want to pay? I guess that's all part of the strategy and thinking about something, right? But then I was also thinking maybe I'll just create like with the one product or the one mobile. Like, who would not want to create a mobile app? And by the way, I have had so many ideas over the past 10, 12 years, maybe 15 years now. When was 2008? Oh, that's a long time. Like 2008, 2009. I feel like 2009 was really at the verge of when mobile gaming was really set the tone for mobile gaming, when I attended the game conference. Was it Game Conf? Oh, I can't remember. Game Places? Game something in Frankfurt, Germany. In the... I forgot what that place was. That exhibition place. Anyway, there was a game conference in Germany, in Frankfurt. I think it was in 2009. And there were all these, like, Nokia was there, and all the big game developers were there. What's that other one? Ubisoft was there. Everybody and anybody, and every player was there. Game developer, industry player. Did I say that right? And they were all talking about the future of mobile gaming. And it was funny because a lot of people were saying that micropayments were not, like, how are they going to monetize these mobile games? And they were talking about, micropayments, and they were talking about perhaps getting like brands and represent brands in the mobile gaming environments for sponsorship and all that stuff. And there's also, like all these little ways that you get people to pay to level up. And there was also so there was a lot of talk about that. In addition to, there was a lot of opposition to saying that people wouldn't do that. Like, there's no way people would pay for something that they can't even touch, right? That was tangible. Like, who would pay for something for a game? Well, those people were completely wrong. Completely. And that's just how it is. So where am I going with this? Oh yeah, yes. And before that, I had a number of ideas for mobile apps, and not even mobile apps. It was, I guess you would call it mobile apps, but I also had an idea for, I wouldn't, you know what? I just realized I had an idea for, like, it wasn't called an app back then. It was called, I guess, a program. But I remember when I had my HP Compaq, Windows CE, mobile CE, can't remember. And, I connected it to Wi-Fi. And it did have, was it the operating system was Windows, mobile CE. And it did have, the graphics were good. I mean, it had color, it even had video. And I think that was this was back in 2000. Yeah, 2000. 1999? 1999 or 2000, I had that HP Compaq. And I was envisioning like an app. Okay, it wasn't called an app then, but I was envisioning that doctors could use this mobile device. I never had a Palm Pilot, by the way, but a doctor can use this. It was called a handheld, a handheld device to chart, to view patients' records, to view like scans, like X-rays and MRI scans, and even read EKGs, or I don't know. I just kind of like envisioned that they could use this and somehow it would be connected through RFID. Yeah, because radio frequency and identification devices was a thing in the mid-90s. And I thought they could use RFIDs, I don't know how, with the electrodes to measure the electric conductivity of the heart through these. And I actually remember pitching it to a doctor, and they just looked at me like, okay, you have too much time on your hands to dream and think. But like, I don't know if they're really doing that, but they're doing that. So, and did you know that I was also considered the top 100 female futurists back in 2010 or 2011 or 12 or something like that? And now I'm still on the list, but now the list has grown, and instead of being the top 100, they just like tack on futurist stuff. I'm gonna have to get Ross Dawson to update my little bio in the futurist thing, and I will put the link in the description to make sure that I'm not fibbing about being the top 100 futurists. Although now I'm just put with a bunch of other people. I don't know. That list has grown. Yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about. I need to. Also, here's the funny thing. Because I was having anxiety for the production day today, obviously I couldn't sleep. And not only couldn't I sleep, I had to wake up extra early because call time for the production team to be on Zoom was 9 Toronto time, which means it was 8 my time, which means again I had to wake up 7:30, which is, I guess, you know what, 7:30 is late for some people. I get it. I get there are people that wake up at 5 in the morning, but I'm not one of them. I could easily stay up till 5:36 in the morning, no problem. But to get up at that time after I've already fallen asleep like at 3 a.m. naturally, it's not gonna happen. So yeah, so I was having anxiety. So anyway, I got on at 9:01. Thank God that one of our people already opened the Zoom, and had my coffee, and the day carried on. The production day carried on. But then I was so tired after. There were still other things I needed to finish up. I had 2 other meetings, but I was just so tired. And by the time it was like 5:13 in the afternoon my time, I was like, oh, I could barely keep my eyes open. So I just went, a couple of steps to the bedroom on this side, and I said, oh, let me just not be here, not be in front of these 2 screens. So I used 2 screens to work, but just let me just get out of the way. And I just fell. I crashed. And I woke up at, what time did I wake up? I woke up at so I walked over to the bedroom at 5:13 in the afternoon, and then literally I woke up at 8:34. 8:34 in the evening, but then I still stayed in bed and was, watching TikTok and Instagram and all that. And then I finally got up around 9:01. 12 hours. 9:01 to continue working. Hence, I stopped working at about 12:30 here, which is now tomorrow there. Wherever you are, I'm confusing myself, so sorry about that. Anyway, I'm going to stop right here. If there's anything you liked about this video, then consider giving it a thumbs up, and do consider subscribing, because I do say once in a while that if you look in my video library and there isn't at least two video titles that interest you or grab your attention, then I'm doing something wrong. And I know that my titles haven't been too captivating lately, but whatever, it's just a phase, and I'm just gonna roll with it. So do consider subscribing, because there will be a video that I will upload that will resonate with you. And you know what, I don't know, just help me out here so that I can have more subscribers and then I can get monetized. And by the way, if you're just watching this and you don't have a YouTube channel, or you do but you're not even posting videos, why aren't you? You need to try. Just go ahead, do videos, talk about whatever your passion is, and see where it goes. You never know. You got to start somewhere. Instead of, wondering and being jelly at people who have all these hundreds and thousands of subscribers, and they're every time you see their video every few months, you see they've moved to a better place, or they've upgraded their equipment and stuff like that. That could be you too. Now, do I think like that for myself? Absolutely I do. I mean, am I jelly at some other people? No, I used to be. I'm kind of working on that, but actually, no, I'm more grateful that I have the opportunity and I'm making the time, and so far I'm motivated to do these videos. And I don't know where this is going. Do I think these types of videos are going to be monetized for myself? I don't know. All I know is I'm just going to be pumping up these videos, and I know that it's consistency and time. When it comes to growing a YouTube channel, it's all about consistency, uploading, not uploading and you don't see an upload for months or weeks on end. So I do feel I'm really great at that consistency, and just waiting it out, folks. I'm waiting it out. So I am doing the 1,000 day challenge, and that's choosing to do one thing for about 1 hour a day for 1,000 days straight. And what am I doing? I'm uploading a video every freaking day. Now, I have other YouTube channels that if you look at my YouTube upload history on this channel, you'll go, she's there's 3 days or 2 days in between. Well, that's because I've been uploading on the other channels. And although I did want to do the 1,000 day challenge on this channel, it didn't happen. So anyway, well, thanks for watching. Wherever you are in this world, have a great day and have a great evening. And I'm just so tired, but thank you so much, and don't forget to subscribe. Okay, bye-bye.